Do you have any special tips on vocal training / harmonizing, etc.?
Breathing, first of all. That was one of the very first things that we learned how to do. You breathe through your diaphragm, which is down here. And if you're lifting your shoulders to take a breath, then you're not breathing correctly.
Nope.
You want to breathe through here, and you want to make your stomach bounce, which, I mean, that for some...
It's weird.
It's weird.
But it works.
I hated it whenever we first... Because I don't like anything having to do with my abdomen. I just don't. I'm kind of like a... We're all kind of private in that area. So it's just weird. Kind of weird, yeah. So that's something that was really hard to get used to. But you want your abdomen to bounce whenever you breathe.
Because it's to support your voice.
Yeah, so if you're going up high, you want to really push in down here. And before you hit a high note, you want to breathe in a lot. And then whenever you go to hit the high note, you really use all that air to lift it up and to make it sound perfect.
I'd also like to add, just in general, for vocal training, find a vocal teacher.
Yeah.
Because,
a good one.
Yes, one that will teach you the beginning stuff, and then whenever you get really good, she'll just coach you. And that's what we found with our teacher, is whenever the first few years that we were with her, she chose our songs for us, mostly like the genres that we sang in, and really helped us build our voices. And now, at the present time, where we've really found our niche in the singing world, like, the 1940s music and stuff, now we select our own songs and we kind of learn them on our own, and then we bring them to her and she coaches us.
So whenever you pronunciate your words during singing, that is one of the most key things to helping people understand. Mm-hmm. You have to over-pronunciate whenever you sing. For you, it'll sound goofy. But to your audience, it'll sound completely normal. Another thing is you want to stand erect. You don't want to be playing with your skirt or looking down. You want your head to be erect and your feet about hips length apart and hands to your sides, not really doing anything unless you're acting out a part. And then the last thing would be to not lift up your head or bring it down whenever you have to hit low notes or high notes. You don't want to do that.
And one more thing, as far as harmonizing goes, learn the basic chords, like the chords that you typically, like guitar players typically play. Learn the first chord, 4 chord, 5, 7 chord, and that pretty much...
That'll take you far.
Get you going. If you learn those chords and you practice them, that will help.
Well, here, let's sing one. Charlotte.
Do, mi, sol, si, la, si, sol, si. You could just do 1, 3, 5.
Yeah.
Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's an octave. So
another thing that we found is the more you sing in harmony, the more you'll be able to pick it up very quickly. Because, like, maybe Bridget will start singing Somewhere Over the Rainbow, and I'll start harmonizing with her. So sing it.
Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a in a lullaby.
So you're just able to pick it up because we know where we are at in the chord.
Maybe we should do a series on this. Would you all like us to do a series on this?
If you would, you comment below.
Comment below.
And let us know.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. Do you listen to any Christian music like Hillsong, Carrie Job, etc.?
No.
The only thing we listened to that was, I guess she was a Christian artist, was Rebecca St. James, and that was a few years ago.
Quite a few years. Like 10
Indelible
years ago.
Grace. So
yeah. We really like to listen to the big band swing music nowadays, so we don't tune into things like K-Love or anything like that.
Instead of Christian music, we listen to hymns. So there are a few CDs, like on the way to church or on the way back, we'll be listening to psalms or hymns or choirs.
Do you consider leggings under a shorter skirt modest?
I wouldn't consider it modest because your legs are still showing.
There's color on your legs.
Right, exactly.
Especially if it's a mini skirt.
The form of your legs are well accentuated. You can see them.
They're
would have
almost
to
more
say it's not.
accentuated with leggings on.
Yeah.
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 I mean,
No.
Yeah, if you're wearing a mini skirt with leggings,
You may be covering your skin, but
You're not covering your shape.
right.
just for fun, how tall are you?
I am 5'5".
Really?
Mm,
4.5?
Yeah, you're 5'4.5".
I'm
You're
5'4.5",
still shorter than
almost
me.
5'5".
I'm 5'5".
5'2". It's really ironic. Jessica's the eldest, but me and
I'm
Bridget are
taller than her.
So
I'm still taller than you.
in the order that we sing now, it's kind of like this.
I have a lot of trouble finding quality prints / fabrics that I like at Joann Fabrics. Do you recommend anywhere else for finding apparel fabrics? Look online. We have actually found that you can get some pretty good stuff at fabric.com, which will hopefully provide a link to that below. Fabric.com's pretty good, even on Etsy sometimes. I guess eBay. I haven't been as lucky with eBay as Etsy as far as like finding one-of-a-kind fabrics, but yeah, just search online. There's various websites with various price range. Fabric.com has the most reasonable price range, but if you are looking for very, very high quality fabrics, just look through websites, look through the reviews, just see what the return policy is, because if they have a good return policy, then you can feel pretty comfortable with it, and that's pretty much it. How should I go about finding a group to learn Contra dancing with? It looks so fun.
Ooh.
We actually don't do Contra dancing with a group. My dad went online. I forget the place that. It's a Contra dancing association. They put together books. They put together CDs with
Clubs,
the music.
camps.
There's camps that you can go to, and there are. If you look online, you search your local area. There are sometimes Contra dancing groups, and even churches will sometimes have Contra dancing groups. Like, that's what we do most of the times. We will teach our church to dance. We'll have parties at our house. You can teach yourself. What I recommend, if you are going to teach yourself, find the place that I'm talking about. It's like Contra Dance Association or something like that. English Contra Dance. Go there, get reasonably priced booklet with the CD, and then go through that. If you can't understand the moves, the directions for the moves that they show you, and you're learning a particular dance, look up that dance on YouTube. If we couldn't find a dance on YouTube, usually we would skip it.
Or if your church is a church that likes to dance, then get your church to do it.
Yeah.
Our church used to not be one of those churches, but since we love to dance and since there are a lot of girls there, we were kind of influential and we turned into a dancing church.
Yep.
So
That's funny, dancing church.
yeah.
All right. How many children do each of you want?
Well, the only way to answer that question is however many the Lord decides, but I would love to have lots of kids.
Yep.
The more the merrier.
Yep. Do you want to live in the country or city in future years?
I've kind of been in between both. Okay. I think I'd like to live in the country. Just because you just have so much beautiful scenery around you.
To photograph?
Isn't that why we all love it?
Yeah, I want to live in the country. There's absolutely no way I will live in the city. No. I just won't.
Same here. There's a lot more privacy. And for me, like Charlotte says, there's a lot more beauty. And I'm an avid nature person, so
I have to have my scenery.
All right. This one is a bit interesting. Where do you buy scarves?
I wear the most scarves.
Oh, yeah, you wear the most scarves.
Well, I think the general answer is just thrift stores and antique stores because those are the
And
most
Target
cheap.
sometimes.
Actually, our pastor's wife, she makes her own printed scarves that she's going to be selling online very soon. So
We might put a link to that on our blog
mhm.
in the future.
so look out for that. They're beautiful.
And also, Etsy might be a good place to look
Mhm.
if you don't have a thrift store near you. Check out the thrift store. Are any of you animal lovers? We've already said this, I think. She is.
Me.
Yes.
She's
Alright.
the biggest animal lover.
We all love animals to a certain degree.
But she's like, out of a scale of 1 to 10, she's 10. And Bridget and I are like 5.
Mom has often called me the animal whisperer. And that's pretty true.
Because animals, they will listen to.
Yeah. Whenever I was younger, I would pretend, whenever I go out in the woods, that I could be as quiet as an Indian and hold still for the longest time. I would challenge myself to hold still for the longest time so that the birds that had left because I'd entered some part of the woods, they would all come back and then I would be able to see them and they wouldn't really know I was there. And it worked.
All right, this is the last question.
Woo!
Um,
Yay!
Do you have any favorite modest fashion blogs?
I'm gonna say my favorite modest fashion blog is, oh my gosh, this is hard. Rack my brain.
Can I say?
Can
I say? Kelly Falconer.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I was going to say that one too. But besides that one, Fresh Modesty.
I'm gonna say Casey Valiant Musings. We've mentioned her name a lot in this.
She's not strictly
This
modest fashion blog.
But
though.
I know, but I get a lot of inspiration from
Yeah,
her.
she's relatively modest and she's a Christian, so.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that was the last question. So,
Woohoo!
yay!
Thank
we're
you for
done.
watching, everyone.
Yeah, thank
Yeah.
you for all the wonderful questions. A lot of these were very interesting and
Yeah.
as you could see, gave us a lot of reason for thought. We hope you enjoyed this video and do be sure to comment below if you have any other questions and we'll respond via commenting.
Hope to update our FAQ page with these.
Yeah.
We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, we'll see how long that takes. Thank you for watching. Bye.
Bye.
See you later.